focus is on George Pickens. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Ravens and the Browns on Thursday night primetime.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here as the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And incomplete to open things up. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to run now. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way. Touchdown of the year. And the Browns need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, dancing to his left. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Pickens, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Draws Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because
there he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Cousins on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. David Ojabo. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing, Cousins. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Cousins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Chubb will get the call, running left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
A first down throw for Cousins. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try to pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they make...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And taken right on the 30. Oh, good move. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Play action. It's Jackson. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away. Finding Pickens once again. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Moore. Down the right sideline, Elijah Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now here come the Ravens. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end. And
because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Green. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got his receiver Cooper. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Pushing his way through. He's still on his feet. Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson out to his left. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Browns 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go up the middle with Chubb. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got this to Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Green. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half, Cousins. That's going deep for Bateman. And this will be caught at the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, your former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of play.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 51 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard
To throw is Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 4.
The 26-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. David Ojabo able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Up the middle, it's Chubb. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, his second sack of the night. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense returns to the field, led by Devin Duvernay, a wide receiver. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Adafe Owe able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Cousins. That pass complete to Moore. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trenton Simpson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Accelerating, and off he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fights him off. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Browns 42.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ojabo
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long for Cousins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Play action. It's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in a blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 1st down. Here's Cousins. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
at the 29-yard line.
Here's Cousins. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
To throw is Cousins.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Cousins now.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Browns. 1st down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
David Ojabo.
Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this